Wow. Here you are again. Yeah, you. Doing what you do best. You doctors, you nurses, you teachers, you parents, the survivor of cancer. The typical people just getting by every day. You get up and you work hard. To the students, to the people who go to school when they don't want to, go to work when they don't want to, doing all of this stuff, working hard. I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart that what you do makes a difference. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. You guys make such a difference. Thank you for working hard. Working hard. Oh my goodness, right? Working hard. Some of you guys know about working hard. You know, here I am saying thank you, but you're thinking in your back in your mind, like, man, this working hard, it never seems to end. Have y'all guys ever noticed that? I mean, it's like this hamster that gets on the wheel every day and every day and every day it wakes up and it gets on this wheel. I don't know why. It just gets on this wheel. Around and 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 around you go. And you get nowhere. Isn't that crazy how this wheel never ends? No matter what boss, no matter what job you work for, it never ends. And let me ask you guys something. Doesn't that just burn you to the core, my friends? Ladies and gents, all the people that are working hard, yes, you're appreciated, but does it ever end? Does it ever end? And you know, to the bottom of my heart, I know there's always more. Have you ever noticed there's always more work to do? Like, not only does it not end, but there's always more. Like, I knew a nurse. I respect nurses and doctors, don't get me wrong. This one nurse told me, she looked me dead in the eye and said, man, I'm tired. I am tired, but there's more to do. I say, what do you mean more? She goes, X, man, I go to school and I'm working overtime as a nurse. I remember sitting there saying, gosh, I know there's more, but crying out loud, what is going on here? Now, some of you guys, you may be able to relate to that. Maybe you're a parent or whatever, and you know what's crazy is I know people who brag about overtime. And amen to the people who like to work hard. I like it. I'm for you. But I got to ask you a question. What are you working so hard at? Like, at what? Like, what are you working so hard at? For what? Like, what are you working so hard for? You're going to school. You're a nurse. You did all that time trying to be a nurse. You're a nurse. Finally, after us, whole time, you reach your dream. You're a nurse. You got a good job. And you decide you're going to work more. Now, this isn't just for that nurse. I'm talking for everybody. Here you are, you want more hours, you want a new job. Yeah, I know people who are looking for a new job. There's always more. But what are you doing? Like, my grandpa used to tell me, well, I came to America with no English. I came from Mexico. And I reached my dream. I work for my dream. You have it easy, boy. Now, for crying out loud, for the life of me, please work for your dream and no one else's. And when it comes to work, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand, when you're working for someone else's dream, there's always more. There's always more work. It never ends. So my question to you is, are you working for your dream or someone else's? And sometimes it's not even the dream aspect. So some of you, I appreciate y'all, I respect y'all. But some of you not even working hard in the right category. Some of you are beasting at video games. Yeah, you're beasting. Yeah, video game, it up. Hey, I'm not hating. But people come to me and they're crying. And when they tell me some of their habits, I'm like, yeah, you're working hard, but that video game isn't going to pay your bills. Or that TV show isn't going to help your marriage. So working hard, thank you so much, guys. But you gotta watch where you work hard at. I mean, really. And regardless of where you're working at, you have to remember, you gotta know is you have a choice. You have a choice. Bum, bum, bum. Ladies and gentlemen, door is open. You have a choice. A choice. That's right. For a lot of you, here you are. You're working, and 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 you're working. And you're hoping things will change. Well, Mama said, keep doing the same thing and you'll get the same results. Some of you guys, perhaps it's time for a change. Perhaps it's time to get up and do something. Get up and do something different if you want different results. And you know what's crazy is the door is right in front of you. Every single day you get up. Every night you go to sleep. Every single second you have a chance to go through the door of freedom. But so many of us, perhaps a stay where we know it's safe. And let me tell you something, the door of freedom, there's a lot of unknowns. A lot of things you're going to question. A lot of things you're going to have fear. And let me tell you something. One of my favorite speakers in the whole wide world. He's one of my faves, Eric Thomas. He was talking to this one dude. And he goes, the dude is complaining, hey man, I've had meltdowns. And what should I do, Eric? And Eric looks at him and says, you're in college? Okay, what year are you? Oh, a junior. Okay, well, keep going. What do you want me to say? Quit? Give up? Surrender? No, you can't get to success without some meltdowns. You can't get to success without some failures. You can't get to success without crying. You're gonna cry. You're gonna go through meltdowns. You're gonna have your moments. But let me tell y'all something. The door of freedom is gonna have that. It's gonna have that pain. The question you gotta ask yourself, all that time working hard. Yes, you're doing a good job. Yes, you're appreciated. But what do you want? Do you want to stay the same? Or do you want your freedom, the freedom to live the dream that's inside your heart? Your choice. Now, most people, I'm going to conclude with this, most people, they get inspired, they want to do something, but they don't know what. Well, tonight, today, whenever you're listening to this, watching this, I'm inviting you to take a stand. For those of you who are serious, who want to make something, do something, if I'm right in front of you showing this video, let's do something next. I'm inviting you to walk through this door, but not alone. It's so much scary when you're alone, but I'm inviting you to walk it with me. Walk it with anyone else who's gonna come with. I've got great teachers. I've got great instructors. I've got great coaches. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm inviting you to walk through the door with a team, with somebody. But more importantly, I'm inviting you to go after your dream. Walk through the door. Just walk through it. You can do it. Take my hand.